What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is Thursday over here. I hope you guys are having a great day so far. Today, Bitcoin not doing too much, but it looks like it's going back up to retest that 26K level, just right underneath it now. However, it is still pretty close to that possible breakdown I've been talking about. Could it avoid that breakdown, and which would take Bitcoin and a lot of the cryptos to catastrophic lows? Or could it actually bounce from here and things could be looking more bullish? The main topic of this post will be about Gala and taking a look into what is going on in this market, of course. Going to be taking a look into some upwards and downwards price targets for this coin after talking about Bitcoin, and also going to be talking about some key price levels to be looking out for to break to go in either a bullish or bearish direction. Going to be giving you guys my opinion and sentiment on this market as well, but of course it's purely my solely opinion. It's purely my sole opinion and not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor nor an elite trader of any sorts, even though I'm a profitable trader who's been able to keep most of my profits during the last bear markets. But I'm looking to crush it here for the next bull cycle. So if you guys feel the same way, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and let's get right into the charts here. So we do have Gala USDT here, currently at about 1.6 cents, not doing too much today. If we actually go to the 3-day time frame here, we can actually see a pretty long falling wedge here. Okay, falling wedges typically break to the upside. Okay, typically, not absolutely. Okay, if it actually breaks to the upside, we take a measurement of the opening of the pattern, and we put the measurement on top of a future breakout point, right? Because it has not broken out yet. So you want to pick something in the future and just take a measurement, right? So for this breakout point here, let's just say if it breaks out September 16th here, that is just an example breakout date. So I can get a measurement for the measured target, okay? It does not absolutely have to break out by that date. It could break out much later. It could break out sooner. It does not have to break out at all, okay? Just so you don't misunderstand. But right here, in this scenario, if it breaks out, and I'm just taking this example breakout point for a measurement, it will give us a measure move of about 6 cents, okay? That's a pretty big move. Of course, measure targets are estimates only. It can be over, under, and it does not have to get there very quickly, okay? It could take some time to get there as well. So do look up that concept, measure targets, measure moves, or whatever trading concepts I am talking about here online. It is open knowledge, okay? Do go and chart this on your own, verify this on your own. Don't just take my word for it. So this is what I'm seeing as a measured target out of this falling wedge, okay? And this is on the 3-day time frame. Let's take a look into some key price levels that that we could pay attention to, right? So currently on this 3-day time frame here, we do have the 3-day 21 SMA, the 3-day 50 SMA, which is the blue line and the gray line respectively within this pattern, right? So it does need to get over those two moving averages to get to even break out of this pattern. That's ranging from about 22.2 cents area to about 2.7 cents area. The 3-day 200 is currently at about 7.4 cents area, which is pretty far away from where we are. I don't think that is too much of a worry right now. Let's take a look into the weekly time frame, where the weekly 21 is at about 2.6 cents. The weekly 50 SMA is at about 3.3 cents area. Monthly 21 SMA is about 7.4 cents. Okay, pretty far away to really worry about it right now. Daily moving averages, the daily 21, daily 50 is ranging from about 1.9 cents to about 2.1 cents area. Okay, daily 200 is basically right above the upward trend line here at about 3.1 cents area. Okay, so those are some of the key moving averages that could be acting as resistance. And that is what I'm paying attention to on the upside. Of course, you guys can also look up past trading history as well for resistance. But for time's sake, I'm not going to go there. I'm just going to name the moving averages because those are going to be the very noticeable resistances going upwards. Let's take a look into the downside scenario. Always got to acknowledge the downside scenario. Okay, so for the downside scenario here, we don't have any moving average. It doesn't look like we have any moving averages beneath the price action. So I am going to be referring to past trading history here, right? So past trading history here, we're basically at a support. Well, support or basically all-time lows here, right? As you guys can see, at the inception of this coin, it was at about 1.9 cents area, okay? All-time lows on this chart was 1.4 cents, okay? We're currently at about 1.6 cents, so we're basically there at that all-time low, right? I mean, in my opinion, we have basically touched there, that all-time low here. And on this monthly time frame, this could also be read as a double bottom as well. But you do want to consider this falling wedge first, because you do need to break out of this falling wedge in order to get to that measured target, which would be the neckline of that double bottom. So, we can consider that double bottom later if the scenario is appropriate, because the price action does need to reach its measured target in order for me to say that this has any chance of it breaking out of this double bottom here on this monthly time frame. Okay, but we're basically there. We're at a key level right now on basically at the all-time low at about 1.4 to 1.6 cents area. Okay, let's take a look into any possible key levels to be looking out for if the price action actually starts breaking this area. Then really the only estimate I have here is to continue down this bottom trend line of this falling wedge, right? Which would give me an estimate of about a 0.7, let's just say 0.75 cents area, and then you just continue down this bottom trend line here for possible bounces to be looking out for, given that this falling wedge has not been broken down from. Okay, I talked about that price action typically breaks out of a falling wedge to the upside, but very possible it could still break to the downside. Okay, not as likely, but it is still possible. And then in that case, I think you could probably still retard a falling wedge pattern, right? So I mean, we're gonna revisit that scenario if it gets there, but at this time we're going to have to estimate the next low from this bottom trend line here, given that it does not get broken. Let's take a look into so that's basically what I'm looking at for Gala. Now, if you guys have made it this far into this video and don't already have a Webull account but want to get some free stocks, make sure to check out my referral link down below. They are still giving away free stocks valued up to $3,000. Terms and conditions do apply. When you guys open an account and deposit $100. I used Webull before, and I think they were great for trading stocks and cryptos. But with any exchange, I would not put most or all my money on any one exchange. I personally diversify my funds across several exchanges, so in case one goes down, I don't get wrecked. And as we have seen, exchanges have gone down recently, even the big ones, right? FTX, so and so on. So if that sounds like it makes sense to you, do make sure to check out my referral link down below. And I will also get a referral bonus if you guys sign up with that link, and that directly supports my channel. Let's take a look into Bitcoin here. Go into a little bit of a detail for Bitcoin, even though not much has really changed, right? Still underneath 26K. It is a reason to worry because, as I've been pointing out, on this weekly time frame, very bearish case scenario here. Definitely trying to stay away from a breakdown here from this double top pattern. A confirmed breakdown, in my opinion, would be breaking down from 24.7K here. The measure move 17K area. Weekly 50 SMA is coming up, but slowly. Could we stay here for a couple more weeks? I mean, it's definitely possible. I mean, it has, like, you know, if you're trading Bitcoin, it's fucking boring. Okay. Now let's just go ahead and unless you're trading, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, even with leverage, I don't know. I think it's still pretty boring at this time for Bitcoin. You guys let me know what you think. Now let's go ahead, and that's scenario number one. Scenario number two is, you know, if price action can actually reclaim this level, about 28K in that area, very dense with major moving averages as resistance. Okay, that is the next test. Scenario number three, if the price action is able to come all the way back up to about 32K, which is at or very close to the upper trend line of this rising channel, that completes this cup and handle. That would look a lot more bullish for Bitcoin and a lot of the crypto, a lot of the altcoins as well, since Bitcoin is the driver for most of the crypto markets here. Until then, there's not much more we can really say about Bitcoin right now. My overall sentiment on this market is still bullish until we get a breakdown here. Because, you know, like, I've been in this market for a couple years and I've seen some, you know, some things could happen, right? Things could happen very impulsively on these markets. So, you know, just because it hasn't been doing anything, definitely still got to keep your eyes open, especially on Bitcoin. So, my overall sentiment still bullish. I am both long and shorts on quite a bit of altcoins, depending on their setup. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. I am not currently trading Gala, but if you guys want to continue seeing Gala, drop a comment, like, subscribe, and then if enough of you guys want to see a follow-up, I would definitely bring you guys a follow-up. That's it for this post. Thank you very much for watching and have a great day.